Mark Jeffries, God Given Talent Basketball.
Brandon Bracey, Bracey Skills Clinics, and co-director of Team Rampage.
Christopher Collins, Phoenix Fitness 24/7, co-director of YBA Youth Basketball Academy.
Marcus Kirkland, Strive of Others. That's my company. I'm the best trainer in the world. You see, they didn't say it. I'm gonna say it. You know. Also assistant coach / head coach, West Coast Havoc. Coming back now, this one is great. This one I love. This one too. I'm about to go in. Now, players that don't want to pay and want everything for free. They want you to pick them up. They want you to feed them. Their parent can't even take them to the game. You got to go pick them up for the game. Then, when you take them to the game, after the game, you have a break and the kids in your car. So now you have to feed them because now they're with you. You ain't just going to eat the hamburger without them. And then here's the thing, though, it pissed me off. You go to McDonald's. They picking McDonald's is cheap. They pick the most expensive thing on McDonald's. And you be like, damn. And then wait, you mention to the parent on the low, like, hey, I took a kid to McDonald's, he spent like $10. And they laugh, no, I want my $10. Like, I already had gas to go get him. Now things is adding up. You know what I'm saying? And then you got people that I went to school with you, so they expect, can I get the free training? No, we're not kids no more. We're grown people. You need to pay for this, and you know what I'm saying? Nothing for free. Nothing in life is for free. You know what I'm saying? I hate when people try to take advantage of that. Or they'll do this. Okay, if I don't go with Mark, I'm going to go with him because he's going to do it for free. So they ain't going to mess with you just because you pay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they're going to lie like you the best trainer, but knowing damn well you ain't doing them, you know what I'm saying? They hyping you up. Then you realize, why are you hyping me up? Oh, you hyping me up because I was charging you. I was charging $100. Now he's going to brace it now. You know what I'm saying? He's going to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the parents move that way too. Oh, yeah. You're like, damn, these parents is really just playing the game. Like, they don't want to pay for nothing. If it's free, then they're going to be there. If it costs, then it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying charge a kid $80 an hour. Yeah. I try to work with kids. I try to be like, no way. Or I work with the parent. You know what I mean? But when a parent try to take advantage of you, they can't pick them up, can't do this. I work too. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? So go, y'all guys.
I want to say, because like I said, I'm new to this right now. All you guys are veterans and everything when it comes to the training and the coaching. And I kind of have mixed emotions with it, just because I won't lie, I'm kind of soft-hearted with it. And some of my guys, I won't lie, the ones that I've trained for free have actually brought me money, have brought me clients, because what I always say, because to me, I believe in situation by case of the player's background, what they had to go through or whatever. And that's the first thing whenever I always get kids who DM me like, hey coach, I don't got money, da-da-da. I'm like, all right, I do a background check. You know what I'm saying? Okay, what's going on, da-da-da, this and that. And then from there, that's when I'm like, oh wow, damn, you really struggling. You know what I'm saying? Like, well then this is what I want from you. You have to really be dedicated. You really, every time I hit you up, you always have to show up. You always have to go hard. And that's what I do. And then at the same time, when it comes to the money part, I use those players that like for example, I have a player like Trey. You know about Trey? Was locked up, never 6'7", never played organized basketball in his life. I just been training him now. Now Folsom College wants him. And he hasn't paid me nothing. But he shows up every time, 5 a.m. He's spending the night at my house. But he's actually brought me clients now because I show that. I talk about his story and everything like that, and he's brought in parents and players who were like, oh, wow, da-da-da. Of course, I'm not going to do that with everybody. It's case by case with everybody. But I don't know. I'm kind of like, since I met you, I've been now like, all right, well, how much? You know what I'm saying? Like I can, if you can't do my two to 300, well then let me work with you.
I do a background check, my own background. So I'm like, okay, here come. So I just watch what they have. If you got the new Jordans every time they come out, you obviously got some type of money. You know what I'm saying? Or you got the system at the house. I'm like, okay, now you have money and you're trying to take advantage. Or they'll be like, oh, I ain't got the money. Or a parent will say that, and I'm like, cool. But then you look on IG, and with another trainer, you be like, okay, that's weird. So now I call the trainer like, hey, real quick, so-and-so, he paying you? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's all I need to know. I ain't trying to get into the business. I can't train you free from no more because I see what you're doing. You're taking advantage of my kindness for weakness. That's why I was telling you, like, be careful because sometimes they do that. But you were smart. You know what you're doing. But how do you feel?
Okay, it's two sides. I'm lucky enough.
You're on the right side of town. You're on the right side of town.
I'm in the right area, so I don't have some of those issues. But I did at times when I first started. And some of the first kids I trained.
Hold on, I hate to say it. was it in our community?
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
unfortunately.
And that's the
yes,
thing too that
and
pisses me off.
that's-
Our community don't want to help each other. They just want
Exactly.
things for free.
Exactly, and that's one thing I hate to admit is a bad flaw of the Black community, our community, is because I can't even say minority, because what I do working in AAU and here, I deal with all kind of different communities, cultures, everything. You know, Indian kids, Asian kids, doesn't matter. Black people are only people I run into mainly financial issues with. I hate to admit it. And they always want something for free. They always want a discount. They always want this. What I've learned to realize is white people are willing to invest in their kids financially. They just are. Like, I always tell parents like this when they ask me about training. I say, if your son is having, or son or daughter's having trouble in school, or not understanding something, what would you do? And they go, well, I pay for a tutor. Okay, then that's how basketball works. If your son or daughter is having problems on the court, they're struggling as an athlete, they're struggling as a basketball player, you are hiring me as a tutor. You're hiring me as a tutor, because school obviously is something that we can all universally equate it to. I said, you're hiring me as a tutor. This is extra tutoring for your individual child. I am catering this structure for the strengths of your child. Just like if you sit down with a tutor for math, they're structuring everything to make sure you understand math, right? So if I'm trying to structure my whole hour towards making your son or daughter the best basketball player they can be, why do you think I should get that for free? Or why do you think you should get that for free? So I should get it for free. Why you should get it for free? And I always say the joke to them too. I say, so let me get this straight, because I'm a small business owner. That's basically what this is. This gym, I'm a small business. I say, when you go to Walmart and you ring your stuff up, you go to the cashier and go, so I can't pay you today, so can I go ahead and just take this home for free? Hell no, you don't do that. So why the hell you think you could do that to me? Like that
training on Lil Wayne.
I know, yeah, right. Like I know I ain't Walmart, but you still got to ring your shit up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of it's a case by case thing though, because you do run across those kids who really are dedicated and don't have the means. Because I have kids like that in my program as well. So it's kind of a tough balance. But you know, at some point, as trainers in the training community, you have to put a line in the sand. You have to say, listen. You go to a barbershop to get your hair cut, you have to pay your barber. Okay? You go get a massage, you gotta pay your masseuse. We do a service for the community. That's what trainers are. We serve the community. People make us who we are, right? We serve people. So you can't do this for free. You know what I mean? Not all the time, because you still have to sustain a living for yourself. So that's just my overall take.
I had one kid walking from the gym, I'm like, where you at? You know, I'm walking, so I went to go get him. And he was like, Coach, I don't got the money. I got these Hardens. It look like some fake James Harden. And he was like, I got $20. Can I give you the Hardens $20 for like a month, please? So something like that. Then I'm like, okay, he really ain't got it. He's trying to walk. He's trying to give me these fake James Hardens. You know what I'm saying? These whatever 0.3. I'm like, you know what? This is dedication. Let's get in the car. Let's go. I got you.
Exactly.
And then that year,
like that,
he goes to Antelope. You know what I'm saying? He averaged 25 points a game.
Shit like that, you take.
So kids like that, you got to take care of. But go ahead.
They just basically gotta have that real passion for the game. Some people don't want to pay, but also don't want to be passionate about the game, and that's where the problem lies. Like if I'm laying my time, like we all could be doing something else with our time. So if we're putting our time into working with a kid and helping them develop, like we need to see that you're really sincere about this game.
Here, I got a funny. Well, here on the flip side of it, just since we're already on the topic, have you ever had a kid? Because I know for me, I have damn sure run across plenty of kids like this. You know they not gonna play hoop. Like you know, like hoop ain't you.
They're not taking it serious.
So you start feeling like you start paying a little bit. Let me just go ahead and give you that back. Man. Let me go ahead. I want to stop taking your money. Like I've been on that side of the fence too.
Yeah, because you just don't want to. Because once again, it goes back to time. Right. So you don't want to put your time into something that you know a kid is not going to take it to the next level, or at least try to play high school ball at the bare minimum.
I run across kids like that.
I just think, man, you know, you got to do your background checks, and you also got to really just know, because we all know when somebody really wants to develop and get better.
Absolutely.
I like the obsessed ones. The ones who are obsessed. All right, man.
You can train.
Yeah.